Yes, there we are. Hello, 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 folks. Welcome to our channel. Today we have one of the good friend and tech savvy guy who equally has a good commercial financial mind.
Yes, sort of getting there.
It's repeating somewhere. Yep. Okay. Um, so Mervin and me got associated around 5 years now, and he has been um, fun-loving guy. Always look forward to have a good conversation, a constructive
That's
conversation,
right.
and we talk on and off onto few subjects which have a common liking. Um, I'll put forward to Mervin to introduce himself, and then we take
hmm
this conversation further. So over to you, Mervin. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, hello everyone. To all the listeners, I just want to say hi. I might not see you, but I just want to say that it's a great privilege to be online, especially during this time. But me, I grew up in India, sailed or flew to the Gulf, and from there in Australia now. And the journey has been amazing. And one thing about me is I'm very, very inquisitive on things that change change the world. Why is this happening? I need to get to the grassroots of it to understand it. I'm pretty much like that. So that drive factor takes me places and teaches me things that I'm looking forward to. And along the way, I have made acquaintances, networks, friendships, bonds, through whom I have learned a lot. So that is something which I value a lot. I value friendships, I value connections around the world, and I'm open to learning new concepts always. I have a lovely
Beautiful.
family here, and so that's who I am.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, how has the journey been while trading the FX and then adding crypto to that portfolio in terms of at least learning and doing the subject? Tell
Yes.
us that exciting journey a little bit.
Yes, first of all, I want to say that nothing that I'm going to say right now is, it shouldn't be taken as financial advice or anything legal because, first of all, I'm not a, I'm not a subject matter expert. I would say
Hmm,
I'm more of a person who has picked up a few pebbles along the way and I
hmm,
made meaning and sense out of it.
hmm,
So
hmm,
when I go back to understanding how Forex worked was,
hmm,
I remember getting a call from Spain, and this guy went on talking to me for nearly, about 45 minutes to an hour about forex trading. I was like, why would he spend so much time talking to me? So that got me interested, and I did a five-day course, and then I realized it's really, really extensive, and there is a lot to learn about that. And I would uh, compare that to, let me illustrate that. It's like you travel in an aircraft. Most of us by now has probably traveled in an aircraft. You just get a glance of the cockpit, and
hmm,
then something gets into your head. Oh,
hmm,
maybe I
hmm,
can fly one day. That's the excitement of
hmm,
forex.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
It's quite a complicated subject because there are so many markets involved,
hmm,
and there's so many commodities, stocks, shares, and
hmm.
added to all that, now we have, you know, not only currencies but cryptocurrencies. So if you're trying to take your seat there and think you're going to land that aircraft, or for that matter, take off,
Hmm,
you have to go through a learning curve, and it takes a
hmm,
lot of
hmm,
patience. And
hmm,
that is something which I realized over time, that I had to take time
hmm,
to actually understand how this works. And so YouTube is full of information. So
hmm,
it's like a needle in a haystack. You really
hmm,
got to weed out the garden before you figure out what is good and bad out there. But
mm,
with
mm,
advice and with help from professionals, I've realized that yes, it is something that you can learn over a period
mm,
of time. You can put that into practice for
mm,
your benefit.
mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. Okay.
So
When did you catch up with cryptocurrency?
yes, I remember cryptocurrency, people talking about Bitcoin, and I thought, well, what is this going on here? What is this
Mm,
coin? I initially thought it was
mm,
actually a coin,
mm,
like everybody else. They thought, oh, this is a gold coin, silver coin. What is Bitcoin now?
mm,
So
mm,
I came home, I was just thinking, I went online and I'm thinking, digital? What digital? And so I began to understand that,
mm,
okay,
mm,
digital currencies or
mm,
cryptocurrency for that matter is not exactly digital currency because our fiat currencies, that is, our dollars or whatever, whichever part of the world you come from, all
mm,
that has become digital.
mm,
But
mm,
cryptocurrency came from a platform where,
mm,
it operates on a platform like it's called blockchain.
mm.
So I had to understand, oh, so it's like this particular car goes on a different road altogether. It's like you're trying to compare a car and an
Mm,
aircraft. I'm sorry, it's
mm,
not the same
mm,
because the
mm,
car goes
mm,
on the road and the aircraft flies in the sky. So it's a
mm,
completely different thing. But
mm,
uh, on that journey, I realized, yes, okay, cryptocurrency is something completely new. It
mhm,
you see the time frame taken by a car to go from A to B,
mm,
and for
mm,
an
mm,
aircraft, that
mm,
is the speed at which money travels for you. Let me put it that
mm,
way.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
so
Mm,
crypto, when you say cryptocurrency, it's like I send it from my phone to, it's like a text message. I send it as good as that, as good as that.
mm,
Let me put
mm,
it like that.
mm,
It'll
mm,
take
mm,
about hardly a few seconds and then you got it.
mm,
I mean,
mm,
tell me
mm.
which money travels so fast. I have not seen anything so far. All I know is by the time my money reaches there, 10% of it is gone. So that's
Mm,
another thing that got me interested in cryptocurrency is
mm,
that even the
mm,
fees that
mm,
go with it are pretty much close to zero. So
mm,
I said,
mm,
hey, this
mm,
is interesting. This should catch the world market.
mm,
And
mm,
there
mm,
are big players in the game.
mm, mm,
Uh, and so I said, okay. And there is, I mean, pretty much if you look at finance, when you say fintech,
mm,
basically
mm,
finance has gone and attached itself to technology, and we are all on the net now. You know,
mm,
you already know from your phone you can pay from the
mm,
for POS system, or you can buy and
mm,
sell anything. It's pretty much like that. So it's really
mm,
advanced. Things have moved so fast in the past
mm,
10, 20
mm,
years.
mm, mm,
I just am amazed by that. So cryptocurrency for me uh, is, I see it as an advantage to the future. I don't know
mm,
how soon or how quickly it'll happen, but it looks like it's really traveling very fast.
mm. I think was around 5 years ago where you started, right?
Yes, yes, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, go
Mm.
for it. Tell me, you have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah. 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 Now, why is the need? Why was the need felt for a cryptocurrency compared to a fiat currency or all these traditional currencies that we have and which have
Hmm.
been in place since centuries,
Yes.
right? So why
Mm.
do you think was the need felt for a digital currency or a cryptocurrency?
That's interesting. Yeah. One is because, see, uh, it's like this. Again, I have to illustrate. Like, if you want, see, the whole point of money is it should solve a problem. If money is not solving a particular problem, or it
Hmm,
has been solving problems over a
hmm,
period of time
hmm,
when it comes to buying and selling
hmm,
or transferring value from A to B,
hmm,
if
hmm,
that has been happening, but
hmm,
at the
hmm,
pace, see,
hmm,
people today
hmm,
want to get things done fast.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
So if this thing has been happening for the past 50 years at the same pace almost,
hmm, hmm, hmm,
with digitization, okay. probably is changed a little bit.
Hmm.
The pace has changed, but the value, we have to still
Hmm.
pay a lot of money to transfer the money. So I
Hmm.
felt like,
Hmm.
hey, why in every area there is change, but only in
Hmm.
this there is
Hmm.
no change? So,
Hmm.
I'll tell you, after the internet, things have changed,
Hmm.
because you could be living under a rock and
Hmm.
nobody would
Hmm.
know it before the internet.
Hmm. Hmm.
But once
Hmm.
the internet came out, everything got
Hmm.
exposed.
Hmm.
People all over the world started talking to each other, and they
Hmm.
figured out, hey, listen, we guys have a common problem here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we need to come up with a solution. And I'm sure
Hmm.
there's some people like that
Hmm.
who
Hmm.
thought about it and said that, hey, we need to come up with a solution. And I feel
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
blockchain or cryptocurrency is probably, or it not probably anymore, it looks like it is the answer for the future of currency, because the present uh, currencies in the market is quite tainted with a
Hmm.
lot of things,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
you can see the problems that are going on when it comes to
Hmm.
human trafficking, when it comes to drugs, when
Hmm.
it comes
Hmm.
to illegal money transfer, and
Hmm.
all these things.
Hmm.
And this encourages a lot of
Hmm.
illegal business and evil around the world.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that needs, see, we have to bring to light somehow and bring to account
Hmm.
all those who are practicing such things and causing havoc. And pretty
Hmm.
much, I mean, you look at the world, I mean, 2% of the population hold almost 90% of the
The
of
wealth.
wealth. I mean,
Hmm.
that is not right, and
Hmm.
that needs
Hmm.
to change. Uh,
Hmm.
like Trump put it, he said, we need to create an even playing field. I mean, this
Hmm.
guy's a
Hmm.
businessman, wise fellow. So he's
Hmm.
trying to
Hmm.
bring that. And of course, there
Hmm.
are opponent forces coming
Hmm.
against him. That is
Hmm.
always the case when
Hmm.
when
Hmm. Hmm.
you good against evil or light against darkness, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
see these things happen, and you might
Hmm.
you will find yourself caught in it. But
Hmm.
one advice
Hmm.
is, you may not bring about a global wave, but you could be one of them
Hmm.
who is contributing to that change. So
Correct.
think positive and move in that direction.
Correct. So it you're saying definitely there are positive, meaningful reasons for
Yes.
the need of the cryptocurrency, not just out of the thin air or somebody thought of something and somebody just created out of the blue. There is
Yes.
a need. There is a need. Yeah,
There is a need. There is a need.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Now,
And the
hmm,
reason is, one
hmm,
thing I have to say is,
yeah, yeah.
because almost, I mean, if you look at the unbanked
Hmm,
around the world,
hmm,
see, banking systems have been there for so many decades.
hmm,
But
hmm.
how come there are still people who do not have bank accounts? You see, that should tell you something. That should
Correct.
tell you some people are being kept from that for their for somebody's selfish reasons.
Hmm,
So
hmm, hmm,
that is going to be solved with
hmm,
cryptocurrency, because see, as
hmm,
they may not have bank accounts, they have cellular phones.
hmm, hmm,
So
hmm,
since cryptocurrency is tech based, it's
hmm,
online,
hmm,
they can have access
hmm,
to bank account. So
hmm,
cryptocurrency basically is solving one of the biggest problems in this world,
hmm, hmm,
if not
hmm.
multiple.
Think yeah, this is where I think in India we had
Yes.
this Jandan accounts,
Ah,
and so many people got literally people got those accounts in the bank for the first time in their whole
okay.
life. They saw
Yes.
something called bank account. So yes, you're right.
Yes.
Um, as easy as it seems, because it's
Yeah.
technology based from one mobile
Yes.
to another or laptop to another or whatever,
Yes.
it seems unregulated compared to the current
Ah,
very stringently regulated affairs.
yes.
Cryptocurrency seems to be kind of unregulated.
Correct.
Does this worry? Does this raise eyebrows and has a point of concern?
Yes. Uh, See, it is human nature. I'll
Hmm,
tell you why. Bottom line, we are good human beings. All said
hmm,
and done,
hmm,
we have a selfish nature in us.
hmm,
Now, if you feed and make it grow,
hmm,
that plant will become so big it'll start producing fruit.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
So,
hmm,
when you become a corporation and you
mm,
have selfish interest,
mm,
then you start putting hurdles to
mm,
progress that does not
mm,
benefit you. You
mm,
see where I'm
mm,
coming from?
mm, mm,
So
mm,
if like this, you have 100 corporations around the world who think
mm.
alike,
Okay.
what do you think is going
Mm.
to happen? They are
Cartel.
the biggest hurdles.
Mm.
Yes, there you go, my friend. Godfather part one.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you see, when those are the hurdles. Now,
Mm,
having said that,
mm,
now banks are also thinking about it. They're thinking,
mm,
oh man, this is something new. People want
mm,
it. Now,
mm,
how can we streamline it and how can
mm,
we make it, what do you call that? How can we make it accessible to everyone?
mm,
Now,
mm, mm,
that is one thing. The
mm,
second aspect is they don't want to lose what they
mm,
have for so many
mm,
years.
mm,
So it's like anything that's coming in new. They just want to make sure that they hold what they have, and so progress is halted because of that. That's the
mm,
only reason this part of, when it comes to money, I feel this one is not progress because of I point blank selfish reasons. But
mm, mm,
what is
mm,
happening to corporations is they are
mm,
seeing the benefits of cryptocurrency. Let me put it that way, the positive side.
mm,
They are
mm,
seeing at what speed at which it goes.
mm,
So they
mm,
feel, okay, if that's the case, then maybe this
mhm,
is a good way to adopt this
mm,
idea. Because
mm,
I'm
mm,
telling you, a lot of big corporations are also threatened by cartels.
mm, mm,
They want
mm,
a faster way to do it. But the
mm,
cartels are the ones who are
mm,
holding them back and
mm,
don't want to go that direction because
mm,
illegal businesses won't go further
mm,
after that.
mm, mm, mm,
So it's in the interest of the corporations, big
mm,
ones,
mm,
to go for this.
mm,
You
mm.
understand?
Makes sense.
So
Makes sense.
they're
Makes sense.
slowly embracing it and getting rid of the tentacles that are holding them down. So, as instruments of support, like you and me,
Mm, mm,
we will do a wee bit so that we
mm,
can help
mm.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Makes
makes
sense.
sense. Yeah.
Um, I think in our past conversations we've had like around 30 years.
Yeah.
Uh, we had internet,
Yes.
and this is called Internet of Things.
Internet of Things. Yes.
So
Yes.
cryptocurrency seems to be just one of a small thing of a big uh, um, element or a wave or change, which is Internet of Things. This is what I understand. Is it so?
Yes. See, for a wave to be recognized, it can't
Hmm,
be a ripple.
hmm,
It has to be
hmm,
big. So, just to throw some numbers in.
hmm,
See, you think because cryptocurrency has been kept in the darkness
hmm,
predominantly by the media, and
hmm,
it's exposed as, oh, it's going to cause issues. It is
hmm,
used only by the darknet. All that
hmm,
is,
hmm,
a
hmm,
bunch of garbage.
hmm, hmm,
There are over
hmm.
504 crypto exchanges around the world.
Oh,
Okay, that
oh,
should
that's
tell
a big
us
number.
a lot of things. Okay,
Hmm,
and there are some top companies who deal with different things. And what I realized is there are in Australia, for
hmm,
example, I use what is this CoinSpot, there's
hmm,
Coinbase, there's Kraken,
hmm,
there's so many other around the world.
hmm, hmm,
You go after these names, and there's quite a
hmm,
bit out there.
hmm,
And when it comes to markets, there are about 18,000 markets out there who are trading with cryptocurrencies. But what I want to tell you is, see, let's say you want to find out how many cryptocurrencies are there.
hmm, hmm,
Give you an idea. Coin
hmm,
Market Cap or CryptoCompare.com or so
hmm,
many other uh, websites that are
hmm,
listing out
hmm.
the number of cryptocurrencies that are there.
Currency, yep, yep, yep,
Coin Market Cap has about close to 3,000 cryptocurrencies
yep,
that are
yep,
listed.
yep, yep,
To be
yep.
exact, it is 2,972 as of today.
Awesome.
But
Hmm,
this is, I mean, cryptocurrency is marching forward. I
hmm,
would put it,
hmm,
if you want me to illustrate it, I would say it is one of the most innovative and forceful digital armies that is coming
hmm,
to overtake
hmm, hmm,
the cartels.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
they might be living under a rock selling drugs or trading children, but it's going
Hmm.
to take them with surprise. And that's what I
Hmm.
like about
Hmm.
it, because
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
am totally against all this nonsense of, you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
selling children here, there, and the other. What kind of I mean, the world has progressed.
Hmm.
Why should
Hmm.
we live in this? So I
Hmm.
realized that, hey,
Hmm.
technology, trade
Hmm.
wars, these are way
Hmm.
to go to get
Hmm.
these guys exposed, number one, and
Hmm.
get them out of business. Of course, we may
Hmm.
not be able to completely kick them out,
Hmm.
but that's something that I see. And
Hmm.
when you say 30 years, internet,
Hmm.
when you look at the speed and
Hmm.
everything
Hmm.
has really improved a lot, and I'm really excited about that.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Mm, you put
Which
it
are
right.
the like top coins? Name maybe
Yes.
one or two or three to at least
Yeah.
see, study, and keep tracking so as to, get into that learning mode. Which one would you
Yes.
kind of recommend?
See, when it
As in to
comes
study,
to
I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. See, when you come to cryptocurrencies itself, you will see
Hmm.
that there are uh, decentralized, because
Hmm.
mostly cryptocurrencies are decentralized, but then you
Hmm.
also have
Hmm.
centralized.
Hmm.
So when you say decentralized, you will see the top player is Bitcoin. That does not
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
though they have 70% of the market share, it does not
Hmm.
mean that they are traded the most.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you look into Tether, that is one of
Hmm.
the, you know,
Hmm.
21 billion of
Hmm. Hmm.
currency that it trades per week or per month. I don't know what. I think it's
Hmm.
per day. I think
Hmm.
that's what
Hmm.
it is.
Hmm.
But there's Ripple, there is Litecoin, there
Hmm.
is Bitcoin Cash. There's so many others.
Hmm.
Dash
Hmm.
Coin. Um, there's new coins that come out, Monero and all of
Hmm.
them.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
what I
Hmm.
realized is, in all this,
Hmm.
uh, how do you learn about? See, it's like this. Why does a cryptocurrency become famous? It
Hmm.
becomes famous because it solves a problem.
Hmm.
That's the only
Sure.
reason
Hmm.
why
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
is what it is. If it does
Hmm.
not solve a problem, then
Hmm.
there is no point, because
Hmm.
if an aircraft cannot carry passengers from A to B, why would someone think about investing money or buying tickets or whatever that may be?
True. True.
Because it solves a problem,
Hmm.
and that's why Boeing is where it is today.
Hmm.
Never
Hmm.
started
Hmm.
that way, but then it is where
Hmm.
it is today.
Hmm.
So are
Hmm.
other airline companies.
Hmm.
But anything, any product that solves a
Hmm.
problem is something
Hmm.
that one needs to look forward to. When you say centralized,
Hmm.
honestly, there are absolutely, I have not come across any centralized cryptocurrencies so far.
Hmm.
But one that has emerged so far is called OneCoin,
Okay.
and yeah, OneCoin has moved at, oh goodness, at the pace that it has really shaken a lot of people. And
Hmm.
yes, it's got flack for it and all that.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I do know that there is an intelligent person who is behind us,
Hmm.
Dr. Ruja.
Hmm.
She
Hmm.
seems to
Hmm.
be a smart woman who has
Okay.
got not only the credentials,
Hmm.
but the passion to run the business,
Okay.
the
Okay.
passion to solve problems. See, at the end of the
Hmm.
day, it's not just about money, it's about
Hmm.
solving problems. And
Problems. Yeah.
she's out there to solve the problem of helping the unbanked, and
Hmm.
also to create a digital market space for
Hmm.
people. And I've
Hmm.
noticed it's called Deal Shaker, and
Hmm.
it's really opening up in all the countries. It's doing very well. So it is
Amazing.
something that one should do their own homework to find out what
Hmm.
it's all about,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then learn from it. And
Hmm.
also
Hmm.
with cryptocurrencies, to know about it, it is good for you to read what is called as a white paper
Hmm. Hmm.
about a company.
Hmm.
What is their project? What problem are they
Hmm.
trying to solve?
Hmm.
So when you
Hmm.
read that,
Hmm.
you'll understand. Okay, this
Hmm.
problem is going to solve. So who's going to solve the problem? Oh,
Hmm.
these 3 or 4 or 10 individuals, or a big team of individuals with
Hmm.
their
Hmm.
credentials will be there, and you
Hmm.
can
Hmm.
decide. Oh, they
Hmm.
seem to be quite
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So that's how you figure it out.
Basically, yeah. So I think basically it works like that, that the company or the people, a group of one or two or three or five people who are
Yes,
behind a coin, they
yes,
come up with an idea, they want to solve a problem, but for which they need some sort of kind of financial support. So they
Yes.
issue the coins against which they get the money and they work on that project, they solve the problem. And once they do all that effort, that automatically gives a little more value to the coin. This is how is the value derived, or
Mm,
this is one of the way. The other way would be trading or uh, speculation. That's a separate story. But we're talking the real, genuine reason behind the value of a coin. Is that the way it works, or how does it work?
yes. I'll illustrate that again.
Hmm,
They are solving a project. Let's say
hmm,
a country A does not
hmm,
have an airport,
hmm,
but by
hmm,
having an airport, it is
hmm,
going to double or triple or quadruple
hmm,
its income.
hmm,
So
hmm,
the government says we are giving out bonds.
hmm, hmm,
Okay,
hmm,
we are giving out bonds at,
hmm,
let's say, $100.
hmm, hmm,
When you want to, if the bond is worth $100, but when
hmm,
you want to buy it from us, that means
hmm,
the
hmm,
ICO,
hmm, hmm.
what is that? Initial, in
Coin offering.
cryptocurrency is
Hmm,
initial coin offering, but
hmm,
in this, it's an initial offering to the public saying that you
hmm,
can buy and
hmm,
contribute towards this airport at
hmm,
X value. Let us say
hmm,
it is $60.
hmm, hmm,
So the person gives in $60 and they say 10 years from now you can redeem this bond
hmm,
for
hmm,
$100.
hmm,
So
hmm,
it is a value added project. So you have to
hmm,
look at it.
hmm,
Does the country need an airport? Number one.
hmm,
Number two, what kind of politicians are going to build the airport?
hmm. Who
Who
are the
are the
people
companies
behind?
involved behind? All the study
Hmm.
has to be done. So the same
Yeah.
way you have to study every cryptocurrency to see that if that is what they're going to do.
Hmm,
They say these things, but
hmm,
what is their track record? Who is
hmm,
this person worked for before? Is he
hmm,
worked for
hmm,
some big financial firm or not? What
hmm,
problems
hmm,
has he solved? If he's
hmm,
not solved any problem,
hmm,
that the guy
hmm.
for sure is not going to solve any other problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's only
So
solving his problem.
yes, only
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
so
hmm.
that's very important to notice as well. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
cryptocurrencies, as you said, Vipul, is correct. They're
Hmm,
solving
hmm,
an issue. They're solving a problem, and
hmm,
it by that the value of the coin increases.
hmm.
Yeah.
One of our viewer, Mr. Sham Dave, he's put out a question.
Okay.
Um, what is your price prediction for Bitcoin?
Okay. It's like okay. Let me put it this way: you're in the stands of an F1 race.
Hmm.
That's exactly how it is. The outcome of the cars you cannot tell. You have to look at the whole season.
Hmm,
F1 goes by seasons.
hmm,
So
hmm,
you
hmm,
like Kimi Räikkönen, so many other different drivers are there. You know
hmm,
their track record of winning.
hmm,
So based on that and the whole
hmm,
season,
hmm,
you put in your bet saying that, okay, man, this guy looks like he's going to win the season,
hmm, hmm,
but anything can happen, my friend. The car
hmm,
can get
hmm,
wrecked up, somebody can lose it, the team can
hmm,
lose it. We
hmm,
don't know. But when
hmm,
it comes to Bitcoin, I'm telling you, it's cryptocurrency is one of the most risky investments out there. I'll tell you that right away.
hmm,
But
hmm, hmm.
the saying also goes with that, isn't it? No risk, no reward.
Yep, 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 yep,
So
yep, yep.
that's something you got to look at. So you
Hmm,
got to see,
hmm,
okay, I have so much that I can, you know, if I put this money in there, I don't regret losing it. So
yes,
that's the mentality I go with.
hmm,
What you do is your personal thing. But I
correct, correct.
definitely want to say that Bitcoin is a very choppy market. It goes up and down. If you've
Hmm,
noticed for the past,
hmm,
I think, week, it suddenly
hmm,
jumped about what, 2000 plus
hmm, hmm,
dollars.
hmm, hmm,
I
hmm,
mean, which currency has that?
hmm,
Till today, we don't see such a commodity. But
hmm,
having said that, my suggestion to you is weigh your risks and your rewards. If there is someone out there who will say, oh, Bitcoin is going to 50,000 or 100,000, trust
hmm.
me, don't sit on that boat. It's going nowhere. Be careful.
One thing
Yes,
which even on the other personal conversations, what we between you and me also and other friends as well,
yes.
one thing is for sure, that do not make your decisions driven by greed.
Greed. Oh, there you go. That's a big one.
Yeah. You only put that much which you can, as you've said, and we talk the same kind of language, that you put
Yes.
that much which you can afford to lose, and still you run your life as if nothing had
Yes.
happened. Don't
Nothing will happen.
put all your or major part of your asset base or money or whatever we call into these kind of things, and
Yes.
borrowing from somewhere and investing in anticipation that it will grow to sky. That's the foolish thing you would be doing in your life. This is, I think, this is we
Yes.
converse kind of often.
Yes.
Yes. So before we kind of end up,
Yeah.
is day trade possible in
Hmm.
cryptocurrencies? What do you reckon? What should be the option? Should it be conservative? Should it be possible? What's your say on this?
Yes. Again, day trading is a very tricky place to
Hmm,
invest,
hmm,
and you have to study a lot of things.
hmm, hmm,
Some of the
hmm,
basics you can already see it on YouTube, like
hmm, hmm,
how the graphs go, uh, and when to get in, when to get out.
hmm,
What
hmm,
are the what news affects
hmm,
the
hmm,
up or down of the
hmm,
graphs of these markets? What
hmm,
influences
hmm,
them?
hmm,
So
hmm,
it comes with a lot of time and patience
hmm,
of
hmm,
learning how to invest in these markets, and be fruitful in them.
hmm, hmm,
So
hmm,
I suggest, day trading, as much as it looks easy, it
hmm,
is definitely a skill that
hmm.
can be, you can learn the skill, but
Hmm.
that skill is going to take time.
Take time.
I
Yeah.
have,
Hmm,
yeah, time. I have been looking into that, trying to understand it from different angles, learning. I realized that it is, it is, first of all, you have to know how to manage your emotions.
hmm,
If you
hmm,
cannot
hmm,
manage your emotions, I suggest you
hmm,
don't go into day trading, because it's
hmm,
it's a very dangerous thing,
hmm.
especially people with high blood pressure and all that. And you suddenly put your money in there. Oh
Hmm,
goodness, you
hmm,
you got to really watch out,
hmm,
because
hmm,
it is something that you cannot get your emotions involved in it. Like
hmm,
Vipul was saying, greed and all these kind of aspects. These things, you have to, there is what do you call, there is a technique, and there is
hmm,
a skill that goes with it.
hmm,
There is a science to it,
hmm,
and there are so many other factors that influence it. You have to,
hmm,
not, I wouldn't say master it. No one has ever mastered it, let me tell you
hmm,
that.
hmm,
But
hmm, hmm,
you can get close to being right, let's put it
hmm,
that way.
hmm, 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 hmm.
Yes, yes.
So, I think we had seriously a good, interesting conversation, and
Oh
I believe
yes,
this is just a beginning. We'll catch up again to pick one small topic and go a little deeper into it, and then
yes,
try and build episodes, because this is one area where I feel lot many people are driven by sheer greed. Historically,
yes,
when we started looking into it about 5 years ago, Bitcoin was around $400 US dollars, and
yes,
today it is sitting at around $11,000. So people are just gone like berserk. Oh, this was this, and now it's this thousand, so many thousand percentage of return, and it doesn't work that way. People,
yeah,
as in people like you and me have been watching, we haven't done anything. We've just watched for
yeah,
last 5 years. And as you said,
yes,
as you've rightly compared this with the F1 race, um, uh, the race has just begun, and then you want that, okay, my car should win. Doesn't happen that way. There is so many things that go into the car, the driver, his fast track,
yes, yes.
the team who's supporting that car. So
Perfect. It's
it's
a
a different
team.
ball game. It's a different ball
Yes,
game. So
different
I
ball game.
think your or my or our advice to people would be that just keep observing, just keep learning, just keep eye on to the global events that are happening.
Perfect.
Keep an eye, and don't
Yes,
jump
yes.
into with the greed of money. I have had one or two friends, just to
Hmm.
share now on a public platform.
Yes.
They've invested a little sizable amount into these currencies, and they've lost it. Plain, they've lost it.
Ooh.
And one
Hmm.
person borrowed the money and he's invested, and that's lost, gone.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So
Yeah.
these are learnings what we get. So that is what the message I think through this conversation is. Don't jump with wearing a glass of a greed. Just read, learn, give yourself time of couple of years, and once you're confident, once you are in that kind of network,
Hmm.
be a part of that net kind of right network. There are so many
Correct.
fly by night operators. You got to check,
Hmm.
you got to, as Mervin has been saying, you got to do your homework. You are responsible for your actions, but
Yeah.
investing money should be the last thing. Before that, you got to put yourself, your mind, your time, your energy, your focus into learning, and
Yeah.
then you get to a certain point that now you've matured yourself. You know what's better compared to the day one or the mid part of that learning curve.
Hmm.
So I appreciate your time, Morgan, and
Yes, same
looking
here.
forward to have a conversation again soon.
Sure.
Yeah, anything on your closing note?
Oh, I just want to thank all the viewers
Mm,
who are listening, and I just want to say I wish you all the best, and keep doing, keep doing the, keep doing the right thing. Let's put it
right
that
thing.
way.
Yeah, yeah,
Keep doing
yeah,
the right
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and you'll learn
Cool,
along the way. Yes.
cool,
Cheers.
good. Cheers. Thank you, Marvin, and see you soon in the next video.
Sh- Yes, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye for now.